What's up, everybody? I hope you are hungry. This is the review on the Hunger Games Catching Fire. Yeah, so I hope you're hungry for this review. A word of advice. Take it seriously. Stop fucking around. Stop laughing. Do not see this movie if at a late showing with a lot of people. It's terrible. You hear 13-year-old girls going, hee 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 hee. They're just fucking around. Go watch Twilight, bitch. Get the fuck out of this movie. It's a man movie. Okay, it's a fucking man movie. Yes, I'll say it. It's a man movie. And just go home. If you're gonna fuck around at the theaters, don't be in the theaters. Anyway, also, I was very gassy, and people like me that are gassy, if you think the heater's on in the theater, it's not the heater. It's probably us people farting and letting out all that hot air so you'll feel warm, whoever's in front of you. So that's another reason why. And then when people are going in and out, in and out, in and out, you know, they're hitting you in the back of the fucking chair, and you just want to get up and slap a bitch. Just go, bitch, you know, sit the fuck down, bitch, you know. Stop, you know, just go when early and just enjoy the whole theater to yourself. Masturbate if you have to, because Jennifer Lawrence is fucking hot. This is a spoiler review. If you haven't seen the movie, please turn away. Get the fuck out of here. You have no business watching this, because I'm just going to spoil the movie for you. And, well, yeah, I am going to spoil it. I'm going to try and go over everything that I remember. So let's get to my review. Hunger Games Catching Fire. Okay, the first hour. There's a lot of dialogue. Basically, we start off with Katniss and Peter. You know, they're just making their love story believable, because, you know, people have hope and want to start a revolution against the Capitol and whatnot. And, you know, so Katniss and Peter are making their, you know, they're making themselves believable, trying to make their love story believable when it's not. Because you know that Katniss is in love with that other guy. And that other guy is Miley Cyrus's fiancé, by the way, or a husband. I think she got married. Anyway, so President Snow comes down to District 12 because he's a fucking son of a bitch. And, you know, he's saying, you know, make your love story believable. You know, don't be giving these people hope and whatnot. And so Peter and Katniss are going from district to district, just reading from cards and trying to make their love story believable. And, you know, they are also giving their condolences to the districts that lost their pledges and whatnot. So they do that, but they just didn't seem believable in their love story. So since they didn't seem believable, they're like, what can we do to make it believable? They say, hey, we're going to get married. And then they said, fuck it, let's get married. So yeah. So then they're going to get married. And it's Katniss' idea, by the way, not Peter. Anyway, so yeah, so then they have a date and whatnot to get married and all that. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, we have President Snow saying that there's a quarter curl, and every 25 Hunger Games, they have previous champions come out from those districts and compete, and then the quarter curl, which is, you know, every 25 Hunger Games. So this is 75. So this is the third quarter quarrel. And, you know, then they start picking names out of the district. And guess what? There's only 3 winners from District 12, which is Woody Harrelson, because I don't remember his character name. I know the actor's name. So Woody Harrelson, then you have Peter, then you have Katniss. Katniss is the only female, so of course she's going to get drafted. And then Peter volunteered to serve his district. So then they go to, let's see, where do they go? Okay, they go to the Capitol. They meet everybody. They meet previous winners and whatnot and stuff. So there's something that happened between that. But anyway, yeah. So then they meet people, and the costumes in this movie is amazing. I love the costume design. in this movie. It's sensational. I love all the outfits in this movie. It's just amazing. I love it. I hope they win an Oscar for it because that's a lot of hard work that they put into this movie, and I would hate to see it go unnoticed or and whatnot. So, so then we meet some other characters, previous winners. They all won differently. One of them hid the whole damn time. They didn't kill nobody, and they won. You meet other ones that electrocuted people. You have your brutes that killed people, by their hands and stuff. So you meet all kinds of different winners. And we meet this little character named Joanne, who is so freaking hot. And, meet her in the elevator. She gets naked. She's saying funny stuff. She's like, I hate this costume. And she gets on butt naked. And, it's pretty enjoyable. And she's really hot. And then they're getting interviewed and whatnot. And Katniss is wearing a beautiful dress. She wears a lot of beautiful dresses in this movie. Jennifer Lawrence is so hot. She looks just stunning and all in this movie. And then she gets interviewed and whatnot, and then she's having a wedding dress on because they were supposed to get married, but yet they're in the games now, so the wedding is off. So they're in the games. So she's wearing her wedding dress, and then she turns around and twirls, and she's on fire, and then the fire stops, and there's this beautiful gown, and she has wings, and she's a mockingjay. So she's giving the people more hope, and whatnot. And that's just a slap in the face to President Snow because he's a dick, and he wants her to die. He really wants her to die. But to die the right way is in the games. Duh. So then Peter comes out, and I guess what they're trying to do is trying to get the games canceled. And, Peter says, I love her, and, blah, blah, blah. And it's unfortunate because she's pregnant. So she comes out and says something stupid like that she's pregnant. And everybody's all like, boo, no, we don't want them to die. Boo, oh my God, oh no. And, so people are just going crazy, and, they cut off and whatnot. They were trying to get the games canceled. It didn't work. The games are still on, of course. Darn it. And then, because and Senna is sending Katniss away, she's giving her a hug and whatnot, and still rooting for the girl on fire. And when she's in the tube about to get sucked up to the arena, Senna gets the shit knocked out of him. They just beat him, like this is like Rodney King all over again. And I don't know if he's dead. I mean, you don't see him die, or you see him just literally get fucking beat up, like really bad. It was really terrible. Katniss is all distraught. They're trying to fuck with her mind so she loses, so she dies. That's exactly what they want. They want Katniss to die, so they're fucking with her mentally to get killed in the games. So then she goes up crying and screaming, and then she goes up to the arena, and then they start swimming towards they start off and then start swimming to the middle of like this little island, and they grabbed the weapons or whatever, and everybody's killing each other, but they're forming an alliance. There's an alliance going on. Have allies close to you. That's what they were saying before the game started. So she has an ally, whatever. She gets helped out. Peter's there as well, and they're in the jungle or whatever, and there is this fog that comes out of nowhere, and there's this fog, and if it's poison. If it touches you, your whole any part of you will blister up really bad, and it looked disgusting. It looked disgusting. I was like, this is fucking gross and awesome at the same time. So they're having a hard time trying to get away from it, 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 trying to get away from it. And then finally they do. And there's a force field there. And the fog just goes up. And then there's water. The thing I didn't like is that they put water. There's a water bed or whatever there. They get into the water and all of a sudden it's gone. That was stupid. They should have made a sponsor send medicine to take it away eventually. Don't get rid of it right away. Let it be a factor. But no, it's okay. They just put water on like this. Oh my God, there's a blister. It's gone. That's exactly what happened, okay? The fucking thing is gone. That was kind of stupid and lame, but oh well. And then as they're washing their bodies in this magic water, fucking monkeys, it just goes from the fog to Planet of the Apes all of a sudden. There's fucking monkeys jumping around because there's no bananas, and they're just going crazy. So then they start killing monkeys and trying to get away from the monkeys, blah, 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 blah. And then, yeah. Then that's it. And then they make it to the beach. They get to the beach. I'm just going to skip over everything. They get to the beach. And what's at the beach? They see on the other side of the beach this big, huge, massive flood just flooding through. I love what they did with the games. They made it so different and so awesome at the same time. Hold on, give me a minute. Okay, good, we're back. So yeah, they made it so different, so dynamic. I really loved what they did with that, you know. And then they have Joanne with them now, and they have that guy with the trident. That guy with the trident was with them since they started the games, but he lost his mom or whatever. I don't remember his name, Finicky or Finnegan or Finnafuck or whatever. And and yeah, then now they have Joanne with her big axe, and it's so fucking hot. I just want to do her so bad. And then they just camp out on the beach, cruising, chilling, popping Coronas, and just there. And then they figured out that this thing is a clock. There's certain parts of the map at each hour getting struck. Like the fog was the first hour, and then the second hour was, I don't know, monkeys or whatever. And just different things are happening at a certain hour, so it's like a clock. So they're in the middle of the island, on the island and shit, figuring things out. And then that thing starts twirling and just going crazy. It's like a merry-go-round. And then it stops. Basically to throw them off and say, what is it? Where would it strike next? That thing spun them around. It's like, how the hell do you even know? But anyway, somehow they knew. And, they wanted to come up with this master plan. Whoever comes to the beach gets electrocuted. So they wanted to go up in this tree with the lightning striking in these big trees. And wherever the lightning strikes, that's where something's going to happen in that area. So they're striking a tree, and this one guy's all like, hey, I got this wire or whatever. It won't burn or anything. It'll electrocute the shit out the whole beach if they come down and get water or whatever. It's just going to electrocute everything. And so they wrap the wire around the tree, and then kind of taking the wire down to the beach. And shit goes down. Other contestants or pledges or whatever just came out of nowhere, and they started fighting. They started fighting, whatever, and then Katniss lost Peter. She doesn't know where Peter is, and then that guy Finnafuck, or whatever, we're just going to call him Finnafuck, he's looking for Katniss and wondering where she is, or Joanne. He's looking for Joanne, too. And then that guy that came up with the idea with the electrocution, he's down on the ground burned because he got electrocuted. And then Katniss, she doesn't trust Finnafuck, who came back to the camp where he was with Peter, and Peter's gone. She doesn't trust him. She's about to shoot him. She doesn't. And then she gets the idea, okay, she wipes the copper wire around the arrow, shoots it straight up into the sky, and it hits the top of the dome. And it just explodes, and the whole dome just comes caving down. So she's defeating the games and this capital with that. That's a statement saying, fuck you, we're getting out of here. And she does that, then a helicopter or whatever comes, picks her up. And she's talking, where's Peter? Where's Peter? The Capitol has Peter and whatnot. Well, President Snow has Peter. And then that was that. So, the revolution is coming. Mockingjay is going to be pretty crazy. This movie is really good. I really love Jennifer Lawrence. Give me 1 second. I really love Jennifer Lawrence. I give this movie a 9 out of 10. Really, really awesome. I really enjoyed it. Great story, great everything. It's 2.5 hours, but it's all perfect. It's not boring. It's great. I definitely want you guys to check it out, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I will have a video up tomorrow on Walking Dead, episode 7, I believe, season 4, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All right, I think you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk Hunger Games if you want, and I'll see you guys later.